Hi, and thanks for watching another review by Lebo View. This one's going to be on some... I'm not going to open the box, so if you're expecting me to tear all this apart and open it up and go over it, you can discontinue watching me now. Thanks for tuning in, but I don't feel like opening it right now, and the reason is pretty simple. I'm not installing it right away. A friend of mine has one of these. He's just like me. A casual CB'er. And when I say CB'er, that is so old school. All this stuff is old school. This whole CB stuff. But I'll tell you what it's good for. It's good for if you, like in my case, I go camping with the family, and I got an old pickup truck with a camper. And when you're out driving around on the streets, pulling around a camper, a CB is a great thing to have in your truck. Or towing anything, even a trailer with equipment, just because if you've got a problem going on, and I pay pretty close attention. However, truck drivers will point it out to you, and they're a good source of information. Now, a lot of those truck drivers, it's just like everybody else in the whole world. Cell phones, communications changing quite a bit, but the CB is kind of the old standby. You can find out where local police are sitting, or I should say the police might be radaring, local, highway, whatever. Not that you should be breaking the law. Not that any of us ever do that. However, it's a good idea for them to give you a heads up, just so you can pay attention to your speed as you are approaching an officer that might have their... what the truckers say, they're taking pictures. Just so you can slow down and avoid yourself a headache. Remember, everybody can afford the tickets. Nobody can afford the points. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last I heard years ago, it roughly translates out to $1,000 a year more in insurance if you get a traffic ticket. It may not get you the first year or the second year, but eventually, whenever they go back in and check your records, they'll jump up your rates, especially if you're younger. However, a friend of mine has one of these. The most important thing about these, which I want to be clear about it, because I've gotten this information from other people. All CBs are to have the same FCC regulated 4 watts of output. You could get yourself a $300 CB, and guess what? It's 4 watts of output. There's just a lot of other bells and whistles that allow you to tune that the way you want, as far as the way it broadcasts, the sound reverberation. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things. But if you're just looking for a basic CB, you want to say, hey, I got some room in my vehicle, and this is really small. This is a small CB. I got some room in my vehicle, and I would like to have it because I travel on the highway a lot, and I want to be alerted. The other good thing about it, again, going back to truck drivers, they will let you know, accident ahead. Hey, slow down, guys. Hey, get in the right lane. The left lane's closed. That kind of thing. And they're not talking directly to you. They're just making a broadcast maybe to one of their other buddies that are, or one of the other truck drivers that are behind them. They'll let you know, roads are bad. I just came through there. It's closed. That kind of thing. Or if you want to ask, hey, how do I, which way should I get off this turnpike or wherever, what exit should I go? Should I get off this one or can I go down the next one? It's just, they're out there. Although the truck drivers don't care for us four-wheelers, so they call us, for the most part, because we cause them headache. Their workplace is on the road. That's just where we're out there traveling. That's where they're out there working. So they kind of dislike that. But for the most part, the guys are pretty acceptable if you get on there and talk with them, which there's lingo in that. But anyways, that's the reason maybe you should get a CB. Now, as far as getting this CB specifically, if this is a first-time thing for you, even if it's not a first-time thing, this was $29 at Amazon. Now, I think the price has gone up a little bit on these. Or I think I got this in a lightning sale. Sorry about that. Boy, I just shook everybody's brain, didn't I? But anyways, it was $29. A friend of mine has this. the most important thing to do, going back to that whole 4-watt broadcast deal, is get your antenna tuned correctly. Get the correct antenna. The antenna makes all the difference. And when I say antenna, don't think you're going to have a 5-foot buggy whip on top of your, your Lumina, or on top of your Buick LeSabre, or something like that. You can buy small magnetic antennas, and you can have them, all-in-one bases that have everything that you need. Magnetic mount. There's a lot of opportunity, or a lot of offers out there, and you could have an opportunity to mount one with relative ease. I mean, there's not a lot of complicated things going on there. Everything's thumb screwed in. So purchase, this, a $200, $600 one, it doesn't make a difference. But for the money, get one of these. If you're a first timer, get an antenna that is tuned to this, which you can buy a meter and do it yourself. You can get online and look, an SRW meter. They're not very expensive, and you can tune the antenna the way are best for you, for your vehicle, for your area, for your CB. Or you can take it somewhere. You can take it to a CB shop that's local to you, a radio shop that does citizen band, and they'll tune it for you. I don't know what they charge, but make sure you get the right antenna. But for a CB, first timers, do it. Go ahead and buy it. It's Uniden, great brand. It's been around a long time. This is probably the third Uniden I've owned over many years. Every time I get rid of one, I find a need to get one back. And I seen this one and I thought, you know what, good time to replace. PRO505XL CB radio. Apparently there was a 510 model. This one came out and they've reduced the amount of components inside in the circuitry. There's other reviews you can check online to how this breaks down. Again, my reviews are just more for the buying reasons, not as much for the product. But a friend of mine has one of these, and it's a good little piece, and good quality. You can also buy an amplified microphone that makes this even better. But I'll tell you, get this, buy a nice antenna, spend the money on the antenna, have it tuned, and you'll be set. And like I said, especially for like us camping people, if any of your campers are out there watching this review, why not? They'll let you know, truckers will let you know if you have any problems with the trailer. Some people don't know. They might be towing it down the street and it's swaying all over the place. But anyways, I'll post a link down below. As always, thank you for watching. And again, I drug this thing out much further than I should have. But thanks for watching.